In this video, we're going to discuss a number of important topics that you're going to want to pay attention to and know about, such as Hillary Clinton canceling for the debate coming up on Monday with Donald Trump. The feds make a move on Hillary Clinton supporters. A bunch of arrests have happened. One of Hillary's aides is in contempt of court, or of Congress actually, and some witnesses are refusing to testify against Hillary. Homeland Security is getting ready to take charge over the November elections. We're going to talk about the possibility of Hillary Clinton being dead. We are going to look at Hillary's schedule in depth and see what's going on there. We're going to look at her information and video about the crazy eyes that was going on and why that is, what's causing her to do this. I'm going to prove to you that this, in fact, is Hillary Clinton. This is her photo. I'm going to show you her shoe, where the Wicked Witch left her shoe. And I'm going to compare hand to hand on videos, show you Hillary's hands. And I'm going to prove to you that there are more than one Hillary. I'm going to show you a couple of videos like this one. And this one, I'm going to zoom in like this. And I'm going to prove to you that Hillary is not even at the rallies. Or either Hillary's there and there's no crowd there. All coming up next. So Hillary Clinton went 270 days without doing an interview. Then she comes back, comes to the 9/11 event, and well, we all seen what happened at the 9/11 event. She's passing out, falling out. They're dragging her into her van. Her shoe comes off, and then now she goes back into hiding again. Somebody would say, of course, "Oh, she was on the Late Show the other night." Oh, really? Was she? Was it recorded before or after the 9/11 event? Because the whole coughing and pneumonia thing was going on before the 9/11 event. See, that could have been recorded in there. So you or I have seen no proof that she actually is still breathing at this point. So she goes 270 days, no interviews. Then she shows up for one event, about dies at it. And then now she's back in hiding again and talking about canceling. She's already canceled several events, you know, like fundraisers, like in North Carolina and in, I think it was California, or was it Nevada? And she is now scheduled to debate Donald Trump. If she doesn't show up, or if they send a lookalike in to try to debate Donald Trump, one, Donald Trump's going to destroy her. Okay, if she's, I mean, Hillary, you know, Hillary, she's something to deal with. A lookalike, somebody that's they've tried to train in a short period of time, because Hillary, the real one, kicked the bucket. They're going to send somebody in to try to beat Hillary. It's not going to work. Not in a live situation where there's ongoing footage for, you know, minutes, hours, you know, whatever it is, however long the debate is. So if she doesn't do this debate, she's out. She is they've got to admit it, that she's dead or that she's too sick to continue. She's out if she doesn't do this debate, right? So this next piece, this is real straightforward in that it's Hillary Clinton's IT aide, the guy who built her servers, was scheduled to show up to Congress and testify. He didn't show up. Of course, the reason why he didn't show up is the same reason why the other people are refusing to testify. It's because people around Bill and Hillary Clinton drop dead. If you cross them and you've been in business with them or done anything with them, and they will kill you. Okay? Real simple, real straightforward as to what exactly is going on there. They're scared. Now this next one, this starts to get interesting. Obama has come out and said that he is going to use the Department of Homeland Security to take over the election. You remember back when Obama took over, he did an executive order taking over all the different industries, news, television, shipping, the roads, everything. Well, apparently he thinks that the election is critical infrastructure, and he is citing that, and that he is going to go commando on the election. Now, of course, this is completely crazy. Now, here's the piece that says it. It says that Obama officials cited a little-known law, or post-9/11 law, that allows, because it was a executive order, it's not a law, that allows DHS or the Department of Justice to take over control of part of the nation's critical infrastructure in the event of a terror attack or attempted attack. Okay? So, you know, all these bombings and all these explosions and shootings and things that have been going on that, well, they show them to you on the news anyways, because you see it on your television. It must be going on, right? So one of those are going to happen, and then, you know, they need to keep control of power. They don't want Trump in there for whatever reason. It does appear they do not want Trump in there. You see, they consider voting booths critical infrastructure. You know, they got to control that voting booth, because that's where their power supposedly comes from, according to the Constitution. Assuming that, you know, because voting's all electronic now, so it's very possible, knowing how it's easy just to change the numbers on a spreadsheet. You can do anything you want. So I don't know why they're concerned to start with, because no matter what we do at the voting booth, they can change it. They did it last time. They threw out entire counties and threw out cities. The votes from everybody, just threw them out. So they're going to take it over. They're going to run the show. They're going to say, we don't even need an election. Obama's king. You know? It's possible. I think anything's possible. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead. The witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. I hope y'all guys like that one. Hillary Clinton dead at age 69. The most interesting thing I found about this, or thought about this, was that not only did they do it live, you've seen it on my channel, you know, where the guy come out and said Hillary Clinton's dead, you know, the news reporter. They also put it on their websites. 2 of them. I've showed them to you on here. One of which you're looking at right now. But I'm showing you this one because if you notice down there towards the bottom, it says Hillary Clinton, a life in reflection. They even had the obituary written. Okay? And then below that it has another one where you could click into it, go to another page. It says, how did we not know? Who's responsible for Clinton's false health reports? They had another article written about her being dead. They believed, they heard, they might have didn't see it with their own eyes, but they heard and believed she was dead. Now, I thought this was interesting too. This was a message that came in about this. Guy said, hey folks, this is 177.6 USA Radio News, and the news has just come in that Hillary Clinton died yesterday at the 9/11/2016 the ceremony. And it said, but yes, we can. It has been confirmed. It can be confirmed that indeed the wicked witch is dead. This is, and then he goes on to say, this is News Channel 177, USA Radio News. Thanks for listening, and have a good day and good night. This is what this person came in and wrote from a radio station. I've contacted the radio station, and I've asked them who it was that made that comment, and I wanted to interview them, because on their website, USA Radio, they do not have anything on there about her dying, but yet they're out making comments that they can verify indeed she is dead. So, you tell me. It looks like they had things prepared, they had things written for her to be dead, or either she really died and they were writing it up. And of course, you got billions of dollars in the political system right now that's cooking along, and you can't just turn that damn train around. So, you know, people just can't die. It ain't never happened before that I'm aware of in an election, at least not when you got billions and billions of dollars in action, how do you go back and tell the campaign donors, oops, we can't honor what we promised we'd do? Now, I didn't mention that I was going to cover this coming into the intro to the video, but are you aware of what Chelsea Clinton's apartment is? It's like a medical office. It was a home health care facility, and here it is right on the Department of Health on the New York State website. It says this facility has been closed or has merged with another facility. In other words, federal government took it over, turned it into a private little hospital, and they're calling it Chelsea's apartment. So when they said that she left the 9/11 thing after she collapsed and went to Chelsea's apartment, she was really going to her private healthcare spot. So she did go to the hospital. Just, it's called Chelsea's apartment, apparently. And they went there and they juiced her up, stuck her full of drugs, got her propped up, pumped up, sent her back on the street in front of the cameras, right? And that's what they want you to think, maybe. We're going to take a look here in just a few minutes. You're going to see a little closer look, actually a lot closer look, exactly what happened there. I'm going to show you those hands. I've got high definition photos of Hillary Clinton, ultra high definition photos. I can zoom right in on it, and I'm going to compare some things for you and let you decide for yourself, is there two Hillarys? So now we're going to take a look at Hillary's schedule. Okay, we're going to see where it is she's supposed to be going. Of course, today is the 23rd. Well, I don't know if you're hearing this video 23rd, 24th, 25th, but we're going to start out at about the 24th, and we're looking at the different things. If you'll notice on the right hand column, it says the West Wing cast. Well, the West Wing cast, the actors, they're out there. They're the ones running the rallies. Hillary ain't even showing up to these events. The first one that she is showing up to is on the 26th, which, well, she's supposed to show up, but is she even coming? She can't quite come if she's quite dead. But that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a big turning point in all of this. I'm going to be watching very close as to whether she shows up to the presidential debate on the 26th. And I just find it comical that they've got the West Wing cast, and then you can see there they've also got Amy Poehler, or whoever it is, some other comedians doing fundraisers for her. I believe those people work on Saturday Night Live, doing fundraisers for her in New York City. But the ones that she's supposed to have showed up so far since 9/11, she canceled. She bailed out. You can't bail out of fundraising. The dominoes are starting to fall into the direction that this is all a big sham, that she's actually dead. So here we can see the next day or so of events. On the 26th, the day of the debate, there's also numerous other events: New York, Illinois, Texas, New York, Washington, over in Seattle, one going on in D.C., and then looks like Brookline or something, Massachusetts, none of which she is going to. The only one she's supposed to come to is the one in New York for the presidential debate in Hempstead, New York. Will she show? It's going to be interesting. Here's the remainder of her schedule: Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Brussels, Belgium. She's going over there for a fundraiser for American citizens. In other words, some rich people where she's got to go see. Furville, Virginia, another one in Washington, D.C. The only one out of all those that she's going to is in Washington, D.C. The one even in Brussels, some other guy, Stephen Rapp or Vapp or Sapp, is going to that one for her to see if he can't collect on some old debts. That's really like more what's going on. Either payoffs for the future or collecting on old debts from the past. You see, it's time to pay up. Now for Hillary's crazy eyes, googly eyes. You see, to understand this, you got to understand that Hillary Clinton is brain damaged. I mean, you know, obviously she's brain damaged, but literally she's brain damaged. And these are the glasses that she has had to wear in order to keep her from, you know, passing out and doing all kinds of ridiculous stuff. You see, Hillary is actually the $50 million woman, or the $1 billion woman. And what I mean by that is that one of her, there's a story out there about when she was in a helicopter in Iraq, and it went down. All of a sudden it veered off course, went way off course, and it went down, and there were people. She was with a group of Navy SEALs, and a couple of her protection guys were with her, and one of them had decided that he had seen enough of Hillary, and he shot her in the head. And this is ultimately how she got the brain damage. They claim she fell down and hit her head. She was shot in the head. And this is what's wrong with her vision. This is what's wrong with, well, it's not all what's wrong with her, because she is just crazy and evil and psychotic, and you know, the list is long, and I'm trying to keep this video under 12 hours. Okay, now cover your eyes. Well, that image is pretty bad too, but ooh. A lot of people have said that this image is not Hillary Clinton. It's not the real Hillary Clinton. Now I want you to look in the center of the screen, the right hand corner of her mouth, dead center of the screen. You can see above her lip in the corner and below there's little moles. Okay? You see little raised areas there? Those are moles, and if it was the real Hillary Clinton, they would be on other photos. And see, directly to the left on your screen, there is a scar on her face there. It's like a pockmarked scar. Okay? Just almost straight out. It's kind of a yellowish color. I'm not sure how your screen will show it up, but it's in this image it kind of looks yellowish, and it's indented right there in the past the crease of her smile. Now let's see if this Hillary Clinton has moles, particularly with the makeup on. As you can see, the moles are there, and also I can still see that scar kind of thing. I think I have a better photo of it that I could probably show you, but the point of it is the moles are there, one above the lip, one below the lip. This is Hillary Clinton. She is old as dirt. You have an extremely old woman trying to be the most powerful man on the planet. I mean, well, you know what I mean. But this is the real Hillary Clinton. So now y'all guys know. Some of you were saying it's not her. In fact, it is her. She is, I mean, and this was in the past. This was actually years ago. This was the image that was taken of her when she went to get her facelift. It was leaked by someone in the doctor's office that didn't like the Clintons, and it got leaked onto the internet, and this is the image of her getting ready to have her facelift. That's why the makeup's gone. That's why, you know, it's nothing there but her. And then she had her facelift, and now you have a new and improved version that you see out there these days, of course, but she's still just this old, wicked, old, ugly criminal. Now see, when the house fell on the Wicked Witch, all that was sticking out was her feet, and you can see the ruby red slippers. And here is the ruby red slipper that was left behind. And here's a close-up of it. I'm going to come in here pretty good just to show you what the Wicked Witch's ruby slipper looks like. Come on in a little closer. And you'd think this doesn't mean anything, but nothing that goes on means nothing, if that makes any sense. There was a reason why this shoe was left behind, and it hasn't hit me yet, other than the Wicked Witch kind of thing. It was interesting how I tied with that from the Wizard of Oz. This was some other areas there that looks like blood, or looks like brains, or I don't know what that is up there. And then just a quick look around the rest of the photo, but this was, you can see a cigarette butt there. And this was a look at her shoe. And a bit of a darker turn for this report on Hillary Clinton. 4 mysterious deaths in just the last few months. Actually, it's 5 on this report here. Talking about Seth Rich. He was 27. He was shot multiple times when he was headed to speak to the FBI about election fraud. He was headed to a meeting. And then there's John Ash. He was died suspiciously the day before he was set to testify against Hillary Clinton. Then you've got Victor Thorne. He was an author, wrote books about the Clintons, and died of a gunshot wound while he was at his home, near his home. And 2 others here, including Joe Montana, or Joe Montano, which died as well, supposedly of a suspicious heart attack. All 5 of those people have died in the last 2 months, and all have personal direct contact with Hillary Clinton. Now we're going to take a look at some high definition photos and zoom in on them and see if we can see any identifying factors that are unique to Hillary Clinton. You will notice as the photo comes in closely, if you will look on the left hand side of the screen, just above and below the corner of the mouth, you will see a mole above and below the mouth. These are unique to Hillary Clinton. These moles also show up in older photos. I've also taken a look at her hand in an effort to see any unique identifying factors as well with her hand, or hands actually. Here's a older photo of Hillary showing that in fact she had those so-called beauty marks above and below her lip before. Here's a more recent one above and below the corner of the lip as well, and then that scar just to the left of it, which I think is a bullet hole. But we're pulling in on another photo here, zooming in a little bit, just showing some close-ups of that photo. These photos are the photos where she was coming supposedly out of Chelsea's apartment, meaning the hospital, where she got juiced up. One more photo, and then we're going to look at some side-by-side comparisons. A little closer look at this woman. And here are the side-by-side comparisons that we're going to take a look at. We're going to zoom in on the face and look for moles in the corner of each mouth. I've seen these photos a lot closer up than y'all guys are able to do. You can do this by looking up high-resolution photos and look at them yourself. I've already come up with a conclusion, in fact, that these are all the same woman. That is my close to a professional opinion as I can give you. It's all the same woman. So yes, it does appear to me, in my as close to professional opinion as I can give you, that there is no double that I have seen images of. You're going to notice in this video of a Hillary Clinton rally that since 9/11 they are green screening the rallies. The video that you're seeing on the cell phone, the background of what's happening in that video, does not match what you're actually seeing on the stage. No American flag with Hillary Clinton standing in front of it. No real rally, No real audience, no real crowd. It's all fake, folks. There's nothing that you're seeing is real, as I've shown you in this video. And I've shown you to use logic before authority. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're one of my current subscribers, please share this video, help the information get out there, help my channel grow, and I'd appreciate it greatly. And I'll be bringing you some more information on this topic, as well as many other types of topics. This is nowhere the limit of the type of things I speak about. So please do hit that subscribe button. Hey man, it's free.